When I was growing up, a lot of the people that I looked up to were obviously musicians and other artists that I respected. So early on, I mean, I loved fearless artists like Nina Simone and later Björk, people that were kind of not scared to take a risk. I found that really inspiring. Songwriters that didn't just stay safe, but actually, reflected their vulnerabilities and the pain that they'd gone through their music. Even artists like Brooke Fraser and Vic Runga here in New Zealand, I found them inspiring because of how real and raw they were as people. They weren't scared to be honest about things that they'd gone through. I also read a lot, and I was inspired by a lot of authors growing up, one in particular, C.S. Lewis, authors like Tolstoy, and also I read a biography by Helen Keller a few years back, who I found an incredible role model for someone who had overcome such disabilities but had this amazing outlook on life and passionate to help people and to kind of transcend the sort of disabilities that she had, and it was really inspiring to read about someone like that. So yeah, my inspiration comes from all ends of the spectrum, from artists to just people like my parents, even though they're in the medical field. They've always been people who have worked very hard, and to me that's just as inspiring as, someone who's, super famous. It doesn't matter. It's about, kind of how you apply yourself to what you do and what you're passionate about. Another big challenge when I first moved to Melbourne was just learning to communicate with people sort of within the technical world, music production, and also translating how I wanted music to sound. And I think in any industry, when you first move into it, into the working place and any kind of job, you have to learn a new kind of language to communicate with people. And, I learned a lot from the new musician friends that I made, but of course that was difficult in the early stages as well to make new friends. I guess a big way that I overcame that was just deciding that I was going to put myself out there and go along to gigs and watch other bands perform, and then after the show I would go up and say, hi, I've just moved here and I'm looking to collaborate with some people. And a big lesson for me was to, put myself out there and not be scared that people might reject you or say no. I mean, you've got really nothing to lose. The worst that can happen is people say, I'm too busy or something. But most times when I put myself out there and asked if people would like to hang out or write some music together, a lot of people actually really appreciated that. And once you get in with a couple of people, they introduce you to so many more. And before I knew it, I had a fantastic little community around me of really great, solid friends and people that could sort of teach me the language of how to communicate musically what I had in mind.